So on a slightly lighter note, we've got another question here from Alistair. Which 3 players who you guys have played with in your career would you choose to go away on a golf holiday with, and why?
To go where?
Go away on a golf holiday.
It goes without saying, John would be one, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Does it have to be guys?
No.
Do they have to be pro golfers? To go party with?
Well, yeah, I think it's fair to say there's some partying on a golf holiday is a given. So you play golf, party in the evening, wash, rinse, repeat for a few days.
Whoever the hell wants to. Seriously. I mean,
we have a sign-up registration form on the door on your way out if anyone wants to sign it before going home.
You pay the tab, I'll be there, baby.
Lee?
Oh, you're putting it on me. Oh,
But you've already picked John, so you've only got 2 left.
Well, I'll tell you what, I spent about an hour with Arnold Palmer after one Bay Hill Invitational, and he was so cool, wasn't he?
Honestly, it'd be Arnie, Fuzzy, and probably Craig Stowler for me.
Cool.
They can't drink like me. They couldn't. They're pretty damn close. But no, Arnie was the best. He was. Bay Hill?
Yeah.
You go in the locker room, bar, 12 seats. Every day, Arnie would go in there and we'd be, I mean, he imagines me when Tom Watson was drinking. Craig Stowler, John Mahaffey, Arnie, Fuzzy Zeller, Nicholas, Trevino. We'd sit in there, have drinks, and I would just sit back because I was the baby and just listen to all the stories. 90% of them I can't tell y'all, but but for me, it's like these are my legends that I grew up, just loved them, right? And to be sitting at a bar with them, at Arnie's bar.
I've got to tell you my Arnold Palmer story. I might have to swear right at the end of it. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody if they're offended. But I played in the 1997 Bay Hill Invitational. It was one of the first times I'd ever been to the States. And I was doing well in it. And I finished something like double bogey, bogey, double bogey. And Ernie ended up winning. And I walked off the 18th green. And Arnold always used to stand there and shake everybody's hand, didn't he, when he came off. And I walked up to him and I was smiling, and he knew how badly I'd finished, and he shook my hand, and I carried on, and Ernie was in the group behind, so he won. They did all their thing, presentation and everything, and I'd gone to the locker room, where, like John says, there's a bar, and there's a few guys sat in there, and then Ernie came in and sat down, and we're having a few drinks, a few vodkas. Arnold loved the vodka. Arnold comes in, orders a neat vodka. He says, do you mind if I sit down with you guys? This is how it used to be in my day, where guys would sit down after they finished the tournament. And then it registered with him who I was, sat on the other side of the table. And he looked at me, he went, oh my God, he said, you finished terrible, didn't you? I was like, yeah. He says, and then you walked up the hill to me and shook my hand with a big smile on your face. He said, if that had been me, I'd have been chewing the fucking grass. And I sat there for about an hour, and I'm sat there with Ernie Els, who's won the tournament, and Arnold Palmer, and I just couldn't believe that I was there. And Arnold told some incredible stories. He was a great storyteller.
Best.
Well, there is a second part to this question as well, so don't shoot the messenger, Alistair, if you're out there. Who would you least want to go away on a golf holiday with? Apart from me, Lee.
Curtis Strange is the top of my list. I hate that son of a.
And Tom Lehman for not picking him in the Ryder Cup.
I love Tom. Tom's a good friend of mine, but he's like you said, I dodged a bullet. So that's the only golfer I've ever hated.
Just full stop on that.
I hate him. I hate him. Don't get me started. Biggest ever.
Okay. There we go.
I tell that in front of his wife, his family, and everybody. He's an Okay, go ahead.
Lee, time for your
I have no comment.
all right.
Let's move on.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, finishing on that extremely funny note, I think we just have to give a round of applause to both these guys. Wish Lee the best of luck over the weekend as well. John, pleasure to have you. And I was asked to do a bit of housekeeping just before you guys go. At the end of the evening, the bus or the return shuttle orders to your hotel will be called out in order. So when you hear your hotel being called out, that's when you head to the exit, just to avoid a big kind of stampede. So just keep your ears peeled. No, that's not right. Ears pricked, that's the one.
Eyes peeled.
Eyes peeled, ears pricked. Speaking of pricks, I'm going to go. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for coming out to the Open with your golf club and Premier Golf, and of course for coming down to the Fairmont St Andrews and enjoying the words of these two golfing legends.
Thank you all.